Okay, hi. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. Okay, hari ini video saya ingin menerangkan bagaimana untuk kita melakukan normalization dan ERD. Okay, video ini untuk homework student yang saya dah berikan tempoh hari lah. Alright. So we can look into our homework question. Okay, kita ada this homework memerlukan pelajar untuk analyze the business process of maju bas sendirian berhad. Students are required to perform normalization from the unnormalized form using first, second and third normal forms. So pelajar diminta di sini untuk daripada online form, dalam soalan ini ada online form untuk hasilkan satu unnormalized table, dan kemudian perform first, second and third normal forms. Baik. And after that process, pelajar perlu create ERD based on the output using two models. So we have Chen and Crowsfoot models. But for this video, saya hanya akan tunjuk the normalization process only. Okay. Alright. So we look into the question to understand more on the business process. Okay. So Maju Bus Sdn Bhd is a bus company located in Sabak Bernam. So the company wants to create an online booking system, and required a developer to create the system for them. So the description below describe the business rules for Maju Bus Sdn Bhd operation. Okay. The initial online form is also given by the company. Okay, initial online forms ni sebenarnya adalah lakaran yang diberikan oleh Maju Bus Sdn Bhd kepada developer on what kind of form that they want to produce after booking process. Alright. Okay. So di soalan ini kita ada sediakan business rules. Dan kemudian kita ada online forms. Alright, kita baca dulu the business rules. So, a user can make booking for many bus ticket for the same route. Maksudnya, let's say saya mahu ke daripada Sabak Bernam, saya ingin ke Kuala Lumpur. Okay, makanya saya boleh book many bus tiket untuk perjalanan saya tu daripada Sabak Bernam ke Kuala Lumpur. Katakanlah saya dan suami dan anak-anak katakan ingin ke Kuala Lumpur, so saya sebagai yang membuat booking tersebut boleh book tiket untuk suami dan anak-anak. Okay, kemudian a user can book 0 or many bus ticket. Alright. Okay, saya ingin maklumkan kat sini, apa yang tidak dimaklumkan adalah relationship antara ticket and user. Okay, ticket and user di sini apabila katakan booking of my ticket is unsuccessful, then the system should generate a new ticket number ataupun, and that ticket number represent the seatings. Dan apabila tidak berjaya, makanya the tickets are available for booking untuk orang lain. Okay, is available for book by other. User and ticket have many to many relationship, right? Okay, each passenger own a single bus ticket. One bus ticket is owned by only one passenger. Satu passenger akan only own one bus ticket. Dan satu bus tiket hanya untuk one passenger. Okay. So in this online booking, so let's say kalau passenger tu tak dapat nak attend, okay, they should not sell it to other people. Kemudian, each passenger can become only once as a user of the system. Okay, maksudnya passenger ni boleh daftar sebagai pengguna sistem tu hanya sekali. Dan setiap each passenger can register only one user account. And each user account is for one passenger. Alright. Maksudnya samalah di sini. Satu passenger boleh ada satu account dan setiap account tu, setiap satu account hanyalah untuk satu passenger. So a bus can travel to many routes. Satu bus boleh membuat perjalanan ke banyak laluan lah. A bus must go to one or many route in a day. So untuk satu hari, satu bas tu perlu membuat satu perjalanan sekurang-kurangnya ataupun banyak perjalanan dalam satu hari. One route can be taken by many buses. Okay, satu route can be taken by many buses. Satu perjalanan itu boleh diambil banyak bas. Katakan daripada Sabak Bernam ke Kuala Lumpur, bagi bas di bawah maju Sdn Bhd mungkin ada 2 ataupun 3 bas. So the route must be taken at least one route in a day. So setiap satu route tu perlu diambil sebanyak sekali, sekurang-kurangnya satu hari. Okay. Alright. So we look into the online booking form. So the online booking form kat sini, kita ada book ID, the book status, book ataupun success or fail. Kita ada user information, ada ticket information, ada passenger information, ada bus route information, bus and route information. Kita ada bus number, bus plate number, fare information, total amount of payment, mode of payment and payment status. So macam yang saya sebutkan tadi, jika book status tu fail, so a new ticket number is created for the remaining seats yang belum dibuat sebarang booking. So now connectivity. So pertama kita lihat on user and ticket. The relationship are many to many relationship. Kemudian kita ada for passenger and bus ticket. A passenger only own a single bus ticket. Passenger and ticket, the relationship is 1 to 1 relationship. Kemudian each passenger can become only once as a user of the system. Dan each passenger can register only one user account. Di sini soalan ini ingin memaklumkan kepada pelajar yang relationship antara passenger dan juga user is 1 to 1 relationship. Now, apa yang kita ada? Seterusnya, bus can travel to many routes. So a bus must go to one or many routes in a day. One route can be taken by many buses. The route must be taken at least once. So, apa yang dia maklum kat sini, relationship antara bus dan route adalah many to many relationship. Okay. Alright. So, apa dia punya card verb phrase ataupun relationship name? Name kat sini kita boleh guna book. Alright, untuk user and ticket. Okay. Saya buat ke dalam sikit lah kan. Okay. Relationship name. Okay, book. Okay, the relationship name untuk ticket and passenger and ticket. Okay, kita boleh guna own. Okay, kemudian relationship antara passenger dan user kita boleh guna can register. Okay, kita boleh guna register. Then bus and ticket, the relationship name can be travel. Okay. The next step is actually kalau kita lihat dalam kita punya nota lecture. Okay, ingat tak example ni? This is the case example. Okay, ini menunjukkan the generated report. Okay, ataupun report lah. So from this report, okay, dia ada maklumat kalau diisi the sample report tu jadi macam ni. Then what we do next is to convert this sample report in this example to a table format. Okay, this is the database table format, and the table name is RPT format. Okay, sama juga seperti dalam kita punya exercise. Okay, kita ada online form. So sebenarnya apa yang student perlu buat is actually to create a initial table. So initial table ni belum perlu dibahagikan to each individual table. Not yet sebenarnya. So what you need to do is to create a table format for this online form. So in this example, I won't use actual database table. Okay, saya akan guna Excel just for teaching purpose. Okay, and to represent the database table. So supposedly kita kena guna database table instead of Excel. Okay, so ini adalah the table format. Okay, so this is our table format. So saya naming kan dia jap into a table format. This is my original table. Atas ni lah. So kalau kita lihat table, initial table ni mengandungi kesemua maklumat yang ada dalam online booking form. Kita belum lagi buat pembahagian kepada different tables. Okay, kita tak buat lagi pembahagian ke beberapa tables. So dia ada book ID, ada book status, the user ID, username, sehingga berkenaan dengan bus route information. Okay, bus route information. Okay, ini adalah attribute name yang saya dah namakan. Okay. Okay. Bila student dah buat this initial table, okay, what we do next is to eliminate repeating groups. So ini adalah melibatkan our first normal form. Okay, this initial table unnormalized data. So our next stage is actually to eliminate repeating group. So kita kalau boleh tak nak ada, okay, in each cells ada multiple values. Supposedly each cell hanya ada satu value. So okay, seperti saya kata, saya menggunakan Excel ni adalah untuk representing our database table. Okay, so move or copy table format, create a copy. Okay, this table format too is I will name it as original table. Okay, original table. So what I do untuk eliminate repeating groups, okay, kita perlu bahagikan the information into another two rows ataupun record. Okay, so saya copy saja yang ni dan paste saja kat sini. So each record, okay, ticket number ni ada 3. Saya akan pastekan di bawah to eliminate repeating groups, ya. Alright. Okay, sama juga dengan this 6 seat number. Okay, put it in its individual cells. Departure date, departure time. Okay, dalam table ni macam kita ada booking ID, okay, book status, user ID, username, email of the user, mobile phone, ticket number, okay, seat number, kemudian departure date, departure time. Okay, ada PID. PID tu is passenger ID. Saya ringkaskan, saya guna PID je. Okay, just for simple writing. Alright. Okay, kebetulan this passenger duduk alamat yang sama sebab mereka adik-beradik. Okay, so I just copy paste dia punya address. Alright, address. Okay, this video is actually for my student punya learning purpose lah. Alright, so let's learn together. So I will keep on put it in a different cells, so you can anytime skip saya punya process of transferring each multiple values ni to its own cells. Okay, boleh skip forward anytime. Okay, skip forward anytime. So kita ada passenger punya ID, passenger punya name. Alright, date of birth, phone number. So the bus until the route information is the same, so I will just copy and paste it. Okay, so okay, and paste it. So we have this original table. So the next step in first normal form, after kita eliminate repeating groups, what we need to do is identify primary key. So from this table we look, okay, the initial is, this is a booking system, okay, so we cannot just rely on booking ID as the primary key. So our initial table ni, untuk identify each row ni kita perlukan composite key. Okay, we are actually going to identify primary key for our original table. Okay, original table, bukan table yang sudah di divide to its respective uh, object ataupun event. Okay, so for this original table, bagaimana saya nak tentukan primary key yang boleh memberikan identity kepada each rows ataupun records yang ada dalam original table. So kalau saya hanya booking ID, so the rest pun rely on this booking ID, masih belum able to uniquely identify each row. So siapa yang buat booking, biasanya user yang buat booking. So user pun for this example, okay, it's not enough to uniquely identify each row. So our next, okay, attribute yang kita boleh gunakan untuk identify each row adalah ticket number. So user book ticket, right? So our next primary key that we're going to be used in this example is ticket number. So kalau kita lihat sini, T211 adalah untuk row yang pertama. So ticket number, user yang membuat booking adalah U110 ID-nya, dan the booking ID is B001. Okay, untuk transaction ataupun record ataupun rows yang kedua, okay, yang uniquely identify the row adalah T212, the ticket number, okay, kemudian the user and also booking ID. And for the third row, okay, ticket number T213 will uniquely identify the third record, okay, with the user ID U110 and B001, because in this example the same user booked for 3 tickets for 3 passenger. Alright, so this is going to be our primary key, primary keys, okay, and it is a composite key because it consists of many primary keys. Alright, kita balik semula ke our document. So in identify our primary key, okay, first in first normal form, okay, kita eliminate repeating groups from our original table. After kita eliminate repeating groups, kita perlu identify primary keys. Identify primary keys. Okay. Untuk identify primary keys, kita dah determine apa? book ID, user ID and ticket number as the composite key. Okay, so kita type kat sini book ID, okay, user ID and ticket number as the composite keys. Okay, and the rest of the attribute inside the table tadi akan depending on this composite keys. Okay, so saya insert symbol. Okay, so kita copy sahaja all the variables ataupun the attributes. Okay, kita ada book status, okay, payment, also fair payment status. So now we have, alright, all the non-prime attributes. Okay, attributes that are not primary keys that dependent on these composite keys. Right. Next, after we identify the primary keys, alright, kita perlu identify the partial and transitive dependency. Okay, just identify, not eliminating them. Alright, just identifying je dulu. Did I spell it wrongly? No, it's just okay. Dependencies and ticket number. So our partial dependency here adalah, okay, yang kita nak create from this partial dependency. Later on kita akan create its own table. Okay, so kita lihat on user ID. Okay, user ID is the composite key here, and the attributes that can depend on it, okay, that can depend on user ID only are user information such as username, email, mobile phone number. Is there any other attributes yang saya tertinggal mungkin? So username, email and phone number. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat bawah form ni, okay, username, email and phone number. Okay, so my first partial dependency alright, adalah user ID. Okay, user ID will be the primary key in its own table, and it is part of this composite key. So insert symbol, okay, all this. Alright, okay, silakan for this example saya nak bagi warna merah. Okay, the next partial dependency. So this is my partial dependency. Okay, my next partial dependency is ticket number. So alright, so I will just copy and paste all of it until root punya fair. Control C, and I give this a different highlight. Okay, probably a blue color. Okay, just paste it here. So this attribute at the moment is relying on, okay, um, ticket number, okay, and it is a partial dependency. Pas- uh, okay, partial transitive dependency is when a non-prime attribute is depending on a non-prime attribute. Bila kita tengok okay, maklumat yang ada dalam ticket number ni, okay, kita boleh lihat this passenger can have their own table. Okay, this phone number, passenger date of birth, gender and address, and also name can rely on passenger ID. And then in this ticket number, okay, we also identified that the bus information can have their own table, which this attribute is depending on the bus number. Same goes for the route information, okay, can depend on route number. So as for now, kita ada 3 transitive dependency. Okay, first our PID ni, okay, sekejap, this is transitive dependency. Next, okay, kita boleh ada this bus table. Okay, right now the bus plate number, bus capacity, bus type are non-prime attributes that depending on the bus number, which is also a non-prime attribute. So we copy, okay, and paste. So ni mungkin saya nak bagi different color juga. Okay. Ni saya tukar je different color apa yang ada. Alright. So set symbol is a transitive dependency. Okay, kemudian kita boleh ada kita punya own route table which stores route information. Okay, which right now the non-prime attributes is depending on non-prime attribute. Okay, so kita boleh isi transitive dependency. Insert okay. Alright. So we have identified our partial dependency and also transitive dependency. So now we go to our second normal form. Okay, in second normal form, what we need to do is to eliminate partial dependency, and it should be in first normal form. Okay, the original state of the table initially when we come and we bila kita arrive on second normal form, it should be in first normal format lah. First normal form. So right now, okay, wait, from this, okay, kita perlu eliminate the partial dependency. How to eliminate partial dependency is by creating its own table, alright, based on uh, partial dependency yang kita dah identified. So what I will do is just move and copy this table, this sheet actually, in first we're going to have, okay, user ID and email and phone number. Alright, since we're going to have two, is it two, yeah, two separate table for user and ticket table. Okay, I will make two copies of this original table. The first one I name it as user, okay, and I will make this original table a copy, create a copy and name it as ticket. Okay, so when we eliminating partial dependency, okay, we creating, okay, user its own table, okay, and remain the only the attribute and primary key related to user in this new user table. So I will just delete, okay, the rest column that are columns that are not part of the user table. Okay, just delete it. So we have, okay, user ID, username, email and mobile phones. So this the rest of the attribute, okay, that already eliminate already in the user table is going to be eliminated in the original table. So in original table we will not have this non-primary attribute. Okay, alright, so as we can see there's a repeating values here. We're just going to delete it. Alright, next in ticket table, okay, ticket table we're going to have ticket number as the primary key. Alright, and departure, date, time and the rest of the uh, attributes that made up this partial dependency. Okay, you may see some example use seat number and ticket number as primary key. That is no problem, but in our case the ticket number will generated a new ticket number when the seat number is failed to be booked. Alright, so in ticket I'll just remove the rest of the attributes that are not part of the non-primary attribute, non-primary key attribute, right? So I just delete. So we have all of these information. So now the ticket table is uniquely identified with ticket number. Alright. Okay, in our original table, alright, we will delete the rest of the non-primary key attribute that already stored in the ticket table. Right, so we're just going to delete this. Okay. Right, so we have, okay, in our original table we have this book ID, book status, okay, user ID, ticket number, and also the fare total. Alright, we are done with second normal form. Okay, we already eliminate partial dependency. Okay, eliminate partial dependency, but definitely second normal form still contains transitive dependency. So when we look at the original table here, okay, we can see that this payment can also be for another table. Alright, so uh, probably I will add this in our transitive dependency. Okay, so transitive dependency I will add here. Okay, as for now, the fare total, fare mode payment, and payment status, okay, is depending on the fare total. So we will make fare total at this moment as the uh, prime attribute. But this is additional. Okay, this is additional. It's because we can actually remains as it is. Right, fare mode payment, fare payment status, fare payment status. Okay, so we have eliminate our partial dependencies. So in second normal form, we already have three tables actually. The original table, okay, which only consists our original table only consists, okay, this at the moment. Okay, and we have our uh, partial dependency in our second normal form. Okay, okay, next we'll move to third normal form. Okay, where we're going to be eliminate the transitive dependency, right, dependency, and it should be in second normal form. So my original table consists of this due to uh, after eliminating partial dependency. So I will rename this table as booking. Alright, booking. Alright, now to eliminate transitive dependency, what we need to do is creating, create, okay, different tables for the each of our transitive dependency. So if we look in our document here, okay, we have this passenger, bus number, and also route number as the okay transitive dependency. Alright, so to eliminate this, we need to create okay 4 separate tables in third normal form. Okay, so we look into ticket. Okay, we have this PID as the um, prime attribute. Next we have this bus number, sorry, and then route number. Next, in our booking table, we have this fare total. Okay, so we're going to create a separate tables to eliminate the um, transitive dependency. So what I will do here, I will just copy okay ticket 3 times due to we have going to be have because we're going to have 3 tables. Okay, one which I will name it as passenger, then the next one ticket, create a copy, and we will have our bus table and a copy ticket okay as our root table. Okay, next I will copy my booking, actually move or copy my booking to create a payment table. So this payment table is actually additional because by looking at the table it seems that we can have a separate table for payment, but actually if we remain the fare total, fare mode payment, and fare payment status in the booking, uh, will not cause any problem, right? So in passenger, okay, we're going to take only the attributes that depending on passenger ID and eliminate the rest. Kita akan buang attribute-attribute yang lain. Alright, dan remain saja passenger related information sebab we are creating passenger table here. Okay, like I said, nama yang dalam sheet ni adalah representing our table name. Okay, so bila kita buang the related attributes yang non-prime attributes dalam for uh, and put it in our passenger table, so in original table which is the ticket kat sini, kita perlu eliminate juga, tapi kita tinggalkan this PID because PID here will become the foreign key. Alright, it will become the foreign key that going to uh, um, refer ataupun reference to the passenger table. So we remain PID inside this ticket table. Next, we're going to keep the bus related information and delete the rest because we are creating a bus table. Okay, alright. So in its original table, which is ticket initially, we're going to delete the 9 prime attribute only. So the bus number, which become the primary key in bus table, we keep it there as a foreign key. Alright, delete. Okay, so we have to take a look, okay, whether ada repeating values ke tak. So we just eliminate repeating values. Okay, now to create a root table, I will just remain the root related information and delete the rest because we are creating a root table. So root table should contain root related information. So that's why it's much easier using Excel because I can just delete it, right? So in its original table, okay, we remain the root number as the foreign key here, right? And delete the rest non-prime attributes that depending on it in the original table, which is ticket table. So we have PID, bus number and route number as a foreign key. Alright, so route have repeating values, so I just delete it. Okay, so payment here, I said we can make another table for payment. Okay, so I just delete the rest of the information, but there's a bit of a change. Instead of using fare total as the primary key, I will create new primary key. Okay, I will create a new primary key. Okay, and name it as fare ataupun fare ID, fare, let's say a payment ID. And eliminate this. Okay, I create a payment ID. Okay, this is already part of the um, designing our good database table. So creating a payment ID here, and the original table booking will contain, okay, because it's now payment, I need to, let's say, P0 P01 as the payment ID. So in the booking table, okay, I will eliminate this and name it the payment ID, alright, and give it PO1. So payment ID here will become foreign key, right? So if you remain the rest of information here will be no problem, right? Okay, now in third normal form, so we already make a table for each of these transitive dependency. Okay, so as our the total table excluding this our table format. Okay, after going first, second and third normal form, we end up having, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. All right, 7 table. Okay, I think for this part of the video, okay, I will end it here. So in my next video I will create, okay, the ERD using Chen and crossfoot notation, and then we will realize there's a need of another table whereby the relationship between entities consisting of many to many relationships. All right, I think for this part of the video I will end it here. All right, so we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and selamat sejahtera. Okay.